For autistic children who often experience sensory stress, emotional safety is essential. A child's brain is like soft clay, shaping and reshaping itself every single day. Neuroplasticity equals the brain's ability to rewire itself based on experience. Hello and welcome to Professor Aurism, the channel where we translate brain science into practical tools for families raising autistic children. In today's episode, we're answering a big question. How does a child's brain actually learn? Why do some kids learn quickly, while others need more repetition? And what is happening inside the brain every time a child practices a skill? The answer lies in one powerful idea: neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to change, grow, and rewire itself. Let's break it down so it's clear, science-based, and practical. A child's brain is always under construction. For decades, people believed the child's brain was like a small container you fill. Today, neuroscience says the opposite. Studies from Harvard, Nature Neuroscience, and the Journal of Neuroscience, 2021 to 2024 show a child's brain is like soft clay, shaping and reshaping itself every single day. By age 7, over 85% of neural connections are formed. The brain begins synaptic pruning, removing weak pathways. Strong, repeated pathways become permanent highways. This means what children repeatedly do, think, or feel becomes their brain's wiring. What they don't repeat fades away. This applies to speech, emotional regulation, reading, motor skills, social communication, executive function, self-control. And yes, it applies strongly to autistic children, whose brains often show unique patterns of both strengths and challenges. What exactly is neuroplasticity? Let's define it simply. Neuroplasticity equals the brain's ability to rewire itself based on experience. 3 pillars drive this. Pillar 1. Repetition. Repeated actions build strong pathways. A 2021 neurorehabilitation study showed targeted repetition is the strongest driver of long-term structural brain change. Think of it like walking through a field. A 1-time no path, a 10 times a light trail, 50 times a road, 100 times a highway. The same happens in the brain. Pillar 2. Attention. A 2022 study in PNAS found learning without attention is short-term and unstable. When a child pays attention, the prefrontal cortex activates, a neural firing synchronizes, pathways strengthen. Autistic children often benefit from visual supports, reduced sensory overload, clear, predictable instructions, chunked learning. These help the brain focus, which boosts plasticity. Pillar 3. Emotion. Emotion is the amplifier of learning. A 2023 USC study showed no deep learning forms without emotional engagement. When a child feels safe, curious, interested, connected, the amygdala signals the brain to save this. When a child feels fear, shame, stress, the amygdala shuts learning down. For autistic children who often experience sensory stress, emotional safety is essential. How the brain builds skills. Children learn through 3 different pathways. 1. Slow learning, step-by-step skills. Examples: reading, writing, math. Brain areas: hippocampus plus visual cortex. Requires repetition, feedback, patience. This is where many autistic children need structured practice. 2. Fast learning, emotional memory. Example: fear of dogs after 1 scary moment. Brain area: amygdala. 1 intense experience can create a long-lasting memory because survival matters. This explains why many autistic children develop strong responses to loud noises, animals, or unpredictable situations. 3. Procedural learning, body skills. Examples: tying shoes, buttoning a shirt, riding a bike. Brain areas: basal ganglia plus cerebellum. Needs: hands-on practice, physical repetition, muscle memory. Autistic children often excel here when given consistent routines. Why play supercharges learning? Play is learning. Studies in Frontiers in Psychology 2023 and Cognitive Development 2022 show active play activates learning centers 2 to 5 times more than direct instruction. Why? Play increases dopamine, strengthens neural pathways. Play lowers cortisol, removes stress barriers. Or play engages multiple senses. Or play allows natural problem solving. Play creates joy, which boosts retention. For autistic children, the right kind of play, especially structured, sensory-aware play, builds stable, long-lasting neural circuits. Sleep locks learning into memory. A 2023 study in Science revealed during deep sleep, the hippocampus replays what the child learned, sending it to long-term storage. Sleep isn't rest. Sleep is memory consolidation. For preschool children, even 30 minutes less sleep can reduce next-day memory by up to 30%. Many autistic children struggle with sleep, which means learning may not stick as well unless sleep routines are supported. The 4 pillars of a strong learning environment. 1. Multi-context learning. Teach the same concept in at least 3 different settings. The brain loves patterns across environments. 2. Low-stress repetition. Short practices. Frequent cycles. No pressure. No punishment. 3. Nutrition that supports the brain. Research in Lancet Child and Adolescent Health 2023 highlights nutrients needed for plasticity: omega-3, iron, choline, zinc, vitamin D, protein. Deficiencies slower neural growth. 4. Emotional safety. A 2022 attachment study showed when a child feels safe, a PFC activity rises, amygdala calms, a learning accelerates. Autistic children especially need predictability, gentleness, and non-shaming environments. Practical tactics for parents and educators. Here are science-backed tools you can start today. Small burst, high frequency, 5 to 7 minutes learning break repeat. More effective than long sessions. Multi-sensory learning. Combine hearing plus touch plus visuals. Perfect for autistic learners. Turn concepts into real life. Math equals cooking. Science equals gardening. Social skills equals role play. 3 brain activation questions. After an activity, what did you discover? What was hard? What do you want to try again? The 10-second wait rule. Pause after instructions. The brain needs time to process. Mistakes are allowed culture. Say, this path didn't work. Let's try another. This boosts resilience and plasticity. A child's brain is not fixed. It is rewiring every day. Neuroplasticity means every moment, every practice, every emotion, and every experience shapes the brain's future. As parents and educators, especially for autistic children, you are not just teaching skills. You are building neural pathways. Thank you for watching Professor Aurism. If you found this episode helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with families who need science they can actually use. Subscribe to our newsletter and get your free guide, Brain Boosting Smoothies for Reducing Inflammation in Children with Autism.